just when you're about to finish your 2 years, or the next year. You're supposed to be here for 2 years, and the 2 years extended. Perhaps COVID has given you a much more extension, but there's something we want to pick from there. What informed the decision of the business owners to say, no, let him first stay? And you said the brand needed somebody of a certain caliber. How do you manage this change? How have you been able to manage change from all these areas all the way to Kampala? If I want to learn something from you and I'm trying to change from one place to the next, what should I do? Looking at you speaking to us right now.
Change is something that, again, it's a challenge for the human being by nature. People I would say people tend to prefer something stable, and that was like our parents, grandparents, somehow were living because things took longer to happen.
Yeah.
But they also had changes. My grandparents, from my friend's side, lived during the time of the war, and I can say by the stories I hear that yes, from one day they have their life structured, and then the Germans invaded Europe.
Yeah.
My grandfather had to go for the war, left my grandmother with kids at home, having to run the business. Yeah. Sometimes there was bombing, everybody had to hide. Yeah. There was shortage of food, shortage of a lot of things. Yeah. So maybe there was that period after war that the whole world went into a growing trend with developments and building back all the destruction that war became. Yeah. This was a golden years. Yeah. And I would say I was still born in that period. I was born in the 60s. In a country like Brazil, the 70s was a period of a lot of big developments. They were building roads all over the country. Okay. That's maybe a little bit what Uganda is living for the past years, since you have some stability. Yeah. There are roads, dams, electricity is everywhere, the internet, the connection. When I talk with senior Ugandans, they say, yeah, the young generation, they are a bit selfish because they don't know what we went through some years back. And the history here, we know it was very tough those times. Today, people have access and comfort to other things, and the country is growing. So, and things go faster. Changes comes very fast. The COVID is a big example and experience of changing. We were working in a certain way, we had a market, we had clients, we were spoiled. And suddenly everything was down. I mean, I remember the day that I saw my last clients leaving Uganda because they were afraid to get stuck here, and I found that hotel like empty.